Then the next question is, what have you found to be secret essence to incredible leadership? How do you sustain it? That's a loaded question.
I was reading, I was like, oh.
That's a big one. I think that if you want to be the best leader possible, you need first to learn how to be the best follower. Okay, let me repeat that. If you want to be a good leader, you need to be a good follower first.
That's right.
Meaning, you need to be a good follower of Christ, okay? And you also need to know how to follow other people when they're leading you. Because if you don't know how to honor and follow a leader, a human being, right, that God has placed in your life, there's no way you're going to be a good leader yourself. And listen to this very carefully. The way you treat your leader is the way you will be treated in the future as a leader by those who will follow you. Why? Because that's one of the many aspects of the law of sowing and reaping. If you sow disloyalty and dishonor, you will reap disloyalty and dishonor in the future. Okay? If you sow obedience and honor, you will reap the same things as a leader yourself in the future. Okay? So if you're a great follower of Christ, you will naturally actually demonstrate those things in the way you relate to your leaders, human leaders. And then that will empower you to actually become the best leader possible. And then another point that I think is important is that you have the best interest of your people in mind. Meaning you're not trying to shine as a leader, but you're ready to put yourself in the background for them to be shining under the spotlight. Okay? So your only goal is to actually empower and grow whoever is under your charge, under your care, and that the more they shine and the more they even shine more than you do, the happier you get.
That's right.
Okay? Because I think that if you want to be a good leader, you need to learn how to be a good father or a good mother. And that means that you're looking for your sons and daughters to go way further than you will ever go, and you want them to be doing way better and way sooner than you. Okay? So you do everything in your power for them to be really doing well, to even outperform you, you know,
and that's okay.
As soon as possible, and that's okay.
And that's okay, and I think that's something that I think a true leader wants is for those who are following you to outrun you, to do better, and there's nothing bad about it. That makes me feel I've done a great job. I see the fruit, good fruit, okay? I see the characters changing. I see the willingness. I see the heart posture, very important. I think that's another part. The heart, the disposition, everything is changing. You can see the Lord working inside that person, and that is for me true evidence of that.
Yeah, and then you need to grow constantly.
Yes.
Okay, you cannot be content as a leader, you know, where you're at. You cannot be like, yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm such a good leader. No, you got to be seeking growth, personal growth, and finding ways of growing. You know, you can read books. You can really observe leaders that are better than you. You know how they're doing. Learn from them. Meet them. Ask questions. You know, and pursue that growth all the time. Not just spiritually, it's part of it, but also, you know, on how to do things, very practical ways, because leadership is a very practical thing, right? And so you gotta find ways to actually grow in that. Never be comfortable, never be content.
I think it's also challenging yourself to be out of your comfort zone. What is going to a conference or leadership conference? You know, we used to go to a lot of leadership conferences of your character, learning how to lead people, how to do that. Challenge yourself, never stop growing.
Yeah. the final thing I want to say, and then we can maybe move on to the next question, is two things about your character should be pivotal about your leadership. Number one is humility.
Yes.
We need leaders that know how to ask for forgiveness. We need leaders that are ready to say, I messed up, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. And then vulnerability. We need leaders that are not afraid of saying, hey, this is my journey, this is my mess, this is how I started, this is what I went through, this is how I messed up real bad, and this is what the Lord did in my life. Not just the, oh, look at me do the great stuff, or look at how well, skilled I am. Like, no, just like, hey, I started like in the rough, this has been my journey, I struggled with that, or I'm still going through something, and here I am. And I'm not afraid of showing it to my people, because I know that actually they know I'm a human being made of flesh and blood. I'm real. I'm not pretending, playing a game, having a mask of like, oh, I gotta have it all figured out because I'm a leader. No, that's ridiculous. Okay, that's just pride. So it's okay to be vulnerable and be like, you know what? I'm in the process myself, but I'm following Christ, and I'm worthy of being followed because I follow Christ myself. That's what qualifies me as a leader. Not that I have it all figured out, that I'm perfect, because I'm not. And whoever is close enough to me will figure out soon enough that I'm not perfect. They will have to deal with my imperfections, and they're like, oh my goodness, this leader, but they know that I'm legit. They know that I'm real. They know that I follow Christ, and I'm true. I'm legit. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.